Hi, I'm Martha Warriner, a California bankruptcy attorney with over 40 years experience. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Bankruptcy Basics. Today I'm going to talk about your credit cards, when you can use them, when you can't, and what you can use them for. A lot of you probably considering bankruptcy because you got into trouble using your credit cards too much and now you can't pay them off. You may be making minimum payments and using balance transfers to survive, but your total credit card debt keeps going up and you don't see a way out. Unfortunately, you're not alone. Lots of people are in the same predicament. There are a lot of misconceptions out there about credit cards and bankruptcy. You may have heard that you can't use your credit cards at all for 90 days before you file bankruptcy. Someone may have told you to delay your bankruptcy filing until it's been 90 days since you used a credit card for anything. You may have heard that if you don't owe anything on a particular card, you can keep using it after you file bankruptcy. For the most part, none of that is true. First, your credit cards will all be closed once you file bankruptcy. No exceptions. While it was once true that you could keep a credit card with a zero balance by not listing it as a creditor, these days all credit card companies get electronic notice of all bankruptcy filings, whether or not they are listed as a creditor, and they will all be closed whether or not you owe them any money. The misconception regarding the use of credit cards prior to filing is based on what's known as the preference period. The Bankruptcy Code includes a 90-day preference period, which gives the trustee the right to ask the court to claw back payments made within that 90-day period if those payments resulted in the creditor receiving more money than other similar creditors. But you don't even have to list payments you make to creditors during that period unless they exceeded $600. If the trustee elects to go after any such payments, they have to file an adversary complaint, like any lawsuit, against the creditor and incur legal fees to pursue it. Trustees generally won't bother unless the amount you paid a creditor was pretty big. And if they do, it's the creditor that gets sued. So you probably don't need to worry about your trustee questioning any of your charges. On the other hand, if you use a credit card for any luxury expenses during that period, like travel or jewelry, and the amount is large enough, the credit company can ask the court to determine that your charges are non-dischargeable, which simply means you have to pay for those charges. But just like the bankruptcy trustee, most creditors are not going to bother unless the amount you charge was big enough to warrant them spending a lot of money on attorney's fees. And there's a deadline for filing that kind of lawsuit, 60 days from the original 341A date. So what can you use your credit cards for during the 90-day period? Normal and necessary living expenses like groceries, gasoline, medical expenses, etc. You can use your credit cards right up to the day you file your bankruptcy, and nobody is going to challenge them. For answers to other questions about bankruptcy, check out my YouTube channel at Bankruptcy Basics. And remember, this video is for educational purposes only and doesn't constitute legal advice. Every situation is unique, so please consult with a qualified bankruptcy attorney in your area for advice specific to your circumstances. If you live in California and you'd like to schedule a free half-hour consultation with me, you can call me at 760-409-7705 or email me at martha@bankruptcysage.com. Thanks for watching. If this video helped clarify the use of credit cards for you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more bankruptcy basics. I'll see you in the next video.